In the next video, I'm going to show you how to put the jets on, put together the skimmer and the ladder. Open your skimmer. You're going to take the gizmo out. That one was screwed in like that. You might not have a gizmo. You might have a bunch of foam in there or containers or whatever. This might be in there. That type of plug, this type of plug might be in there. You'll see that one down below. It's upside down like that. So when they built the pool, there's nothing underneath there, just dirt. So they put it like that so you can't take it out. If you're new to the pool, if you just got the house and you got the pool and you're not sure, then normally the front is the suction to the pool. The back one normally will go to the main drain. If you have no main drain, they normally cap it off when they built it. It depends on what kind of setup you have. If you have any questions, just put a comment down below and I'll answer it for you. But these are the plugs you might have. You might have a white one, something similar to this one here. But like I said, the front one there, normally whatever gizmo, if you have a gizmo, whatever one's in there, that's usually to the pump. If you want to take that out. The back one, if you have a plug like this, you can always just, if you put your finger in there, you should feel pipe in there. If you're unsure, then just cap it off and you can call somebody in to check that for you. But it's easy enough to check. But if you have a plug like that, upside down, do not try to remove that. Whatever basket you have, you put it in. Some of these skimmers will have, which is called a weir. It's like the flap. This one's gone. But if you have one, you just put it in. It's pretty straightforward if you look. Just helps it with everything that's skimming on top. It helps it pull it in more. At any time, do not hesitate to ask me a question. Just send me a comment below and I'll get a hold of you right away. Whatever you have for a winter plug, you just take it off. You see bubbles like that come out, that's a very good sign. That's what you want. Right when you take it off, you'll feel a rush of water going, which is good. You might have, this is the one I'm taking off. You might have the expandable, you might have this style, it's the bungee one. Or you might have this type here. Or you might have this type here. So if you have any of these for winterizing, you can just pull them off and then you put your jet on. Now, I always put the jet on after I get the water up, so it's not at operating level yet, it's still filling. Now, for your operating level, you want it to about this screw right here. You want an inch, about an inch going in, you want the water level there, right there. So anything that falls in the water can go in there. So we're gonna go it right there. But I like to fill it up before I put this on, fill it up and start it. The reason why I do that is when I take the winter plug off, sometimes they put a piece of foam in there. And you can stick your finger in there after you take one of your plugs off here. You might feel the foam. Sometimes it gets pushed back in there and you can't tell if it's there or not. So what I do automatically is I start it, put the jets in after I get it running out, just in case there's a piece of foam in there and pushes out. But if you're new to pools, put this in after you start it so you know there's nothing in that return line. Once you know that there's no foam in there, turn the system off and then put the jets in. At an opening, I always put the jets down below, face them down. Once you get it up and running, make sure you balance your water with the Taylor test kit. I'll link it down below. Make sure you balance it with that, not test strips. This here is Pool Marvel water treatment and conditioner. Normally I'll put this in when it gets a little bit warmer, like our water, but right now the water's pretty warm. So you want to shake that up, and weekly you're going to put a cap in. Follow the instructions here. Today we're just going to we just opened it, so it's been 2 days later, so I'm going to use about 2 caps. It's a small pool, so I'm not going to put a lot, but just read the instructions like I said. So I'll pour it in front of the jets. Make sure you really shake this up. And then weekly, you'll put this stuff in. Shock your pool when you first open it. You can use liquid chlorine or you can use a granule shock. But if the water is too cold, what I do is get some boiled water or really warm water from the house, fill up a bucket. Depends on what kind of shock you use. I use maybe a cup poured in. You gotta watch the vapor too. So we have to wear all the protective gear and maybe have a stick or a paint stick, and you can stir it and put it in front of a jet. You just pour it in and just add water. Go around, put your ladder in or any rails you have. So what I do is take a hose. It's over the winter time. Get all the dirt out of there. Now for these, you'll have them that look like that or similar to that. So if yours is in already, you have to take it out at the start of the year. Put some grease on it. Again, I'll link this stuff down below. Just put on the thread. It's just easier to do this. If you have any problems at the end of the year, you can't take it off. It's a little bit smoother. And this part goes on the inside. It's like a wedge. So when you tighten it down, the idea is you just tighten it a little bit, just so it grabs. It's not sticking out. We're not going to have an issue getting this thing in. Your ladder in, make sure those boots are on and they're in good shape and they're in there. Now these covers, just push them up all the way on both sides. There's a crack right there, so you can replace those. They come in a 3-pack of these. Now I'll link the most common sizes for like a ladder that looks like this. The idea is you got to get past that wedge. Sometimes they're hard, sometimes they're easy. So what I do is I lean it back a little bit, and try to slide it on an angle slightly, because you're trying to keep away from the backside. You grab a wrench and tighten up just snug. You don't have to Arnold Schwarzenegger on there. The idea is, see how it's shaking? You prevent that. So tighten those up and then put these back down. Then we wax our toe on it.